Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Street League Drone Racing. Today, we're going to be doing a little bit of simulator drone racing. We have a few less pilots than we typically do, but it should be a good time anyway. So let's go ahead and jump into our Discord lobby, and we will introduce them.
All right, guys, ready up whenever you're ready, and we will kick this race off.
Hey, could you just give me 1 second? I'll be upstairs in
sir.
just a moment.
All right.
Alright, we are live on YouTube, just so you guys know. I went ahead and dropped a link in our Discord.
We're much more stringent about being on time at the actual races.
Yeah,
Right.
There, I
definitely
will
true.
disqualify you.
He just does it for fun, honestly.
Just asked not Imperious, but engineer.
Yeah,
Right.
or Manny.
Right? They know. He's got a big hammer that he likes to hit
Come here.
quads with.
All right.
So, for those of you just joining us, Street League Drone Racing is a spec drone racing league. We've come up with a more durable and more enjoyable to watch and pilot drone that honestly has just been a blast racing with people all over the United States right now, hopefully someday globally. But we've kind of taken that same thing, we brought it into the DRL simulator, and we created a spec drone that's very similar in DRL to real life. So that is the idea here.
All
and
right,
that's
waiting
what
on
you'll be,
Imperious and Lols.
that is what
Should
you'll
be
be
good
seeing
to
us
go.
do here in a moment.
All right.
Let me unplug my radio.
There we go. All right, let's go, baby.
All right, and they are off and away. Looks like our leader right now is going to be Leadfingers. We got a nice first-person view shot of him right now as he goes through the bottom portion of our double gate and around the U-turn. He's going to be hotly contested, though, by Imperious. You can see Imperious just starting to break away a little bit as he goes through the top portion of our track and down through our finish gates. And a little bit of a tap there from Leadfingers. Let's go ahead and switch on over into Orbit View. Some great racing from Leadfingers here as he manages to hang on to it, but he's going to be competing right now with 3080 bot as they come into the bottom portion of the double gate, and it looks like a crash from Leadfingers. That's going to let 3080 bot jump into the second place position, and he's going to be chasing down those blue LEDs of Imperious. You've got 3080 bot in light blue, Imperious in this dark blue up ahead. And you can see him working his way through our course. A solid run from Imperious here. He's been one of the faster pilots in Street League racing, both virtual and IRL, and he's going to start off this event strong with our first round of points. It's going to be this heat. And right now it looks like Imperious really hanging on to that lead. He's going to come into our finish gate, and he takes it beautifully, cuts it nice and tight. Second place going to go to 3080. Leadfingers probably going to be a little disappointed with that result there as he rounds out third place. A good battle between 3080 and himself. And that's going to be it for round number 1. Give us a brief moment, pilots, and we're going to go ahead and tally up our points. I'm not sure if our resident race director, Josh, has already jumped on that or not.
I am not able to start and stop the race in the rotor hazard right now. I don't know why.
Okay, I'll take a quick look at it.
All right.
Oh yeah, that's unfortunate. That just does.
I don't have a capture. I don't have a capture of that, Tim.
Okay. If you click back and then press tab,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna have to restart the
Okay, I got it.
rotor hazard anyway. It looks like it ran into an error.
Okay. Well, in that case, I'm just going to save this screenshot, and we will move right along.
Sounds good.
Okay. All right, boys. I saved that screenshot, so we will just enter those times later. And we only have one lobby right now, so that makes things real easy.
Yes, you can't mess up the math.
Word.
Okay, rotor hazard is back up and I ran the round, so it's just waiting for laps to get added via marshaling.
All right. So real quick. All right, guys. I'm just gonna add those times in real quick, and we will move along here.
Led, I can go ahead and add them.
You got those? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, and then okay. Yeah, we just gotta start the race. All right, just ready up. We will get.
All right, this is gonna be round numero 2.
I think that might be the fastest round in Street League history, guys. We're chooching.
Haulin', brother.
Did you already put the times in, Led?
I was gonna do it, but I actually have not yet. So if you want to do it, go for it.
You look in the sim race chat, you'll see a screenshot with all the times on it.
Yeah, I got. Yeah, hold on.
All right, looks like we're waiting on one drone to load in. We'll see if it does so successfully. Sometimes.
Yeah, it might be me. It looks like I'm 3/4 of the way is stuck.
Unfortunate. So this round will probably end up being a rerun. Just know that, pilots.
Like your loading bar is 3/4 full, or you black screen?
Yep. Nope, 3/4. I don't know why I'd be stopping. I mean, I got.
I was gonna say you might
good
alt
internet
tab out and
everything.
then back in.
Yeah, I tried that.
Okay.
Unfortunate.
Oh, what?
Feel free to Alt F4 then, and we'll give this one a rerun.
All right. Oh, do we all have to like close our sim and restart it?
No, once he Alt F4s, it'll reset it.
Oh, okay.
There it goes.
There it goes. So go ahead and try not to launch if you can. Just press Q. It'll make you wait until it gets to 8 seconds, I believe.
Wasted.
Still waiting on lead, it looks like.
I'm hitting commit changes and it's not doing anything.
I saw lead and
Oh,
nitro
wait, there it goes.
popping
There it
up.
goes. Okay, never mind. It's
Oh,
I don't know
baby.
what the hell. Nitro Toker just got a bunch of laps just instantaneously.
Oh, nice.
Fast, man.
Yeah, dude. Jeez.
Got my new CNC in today.
Word.
Oh yeah.
Let's
It's
go.
so dope. We gotta build that sucker now, though.
What's your build space at now?
Build space?
Yeah.
Like, oh, on the new machine it's 49 inches by 46 inches. So I can put 4 full sheets of 500 by 600 millimeter carbon in
That's pretty
What's
awesome.
the
underwater.
password?
Oh, SL.
But I'm keeping the other machine. I've upgraded it with bigger stepper
It's
motors.
tallied.
It's all tallied up.
Beautiful.
Yeah, obviously it's the same order, but yeah.
All right,
So-
I'm gonna generate heats.
So for those of you who are new to Street League Drone Racing, both on our live stream and of our pilots, if you're not familiar, basically the way this is going to work is each round pilots are going to be given points based on how many other pilots they beat. So there you can see Imperius on the right side of your screen beat 4 other pilots, and so he's going to get 5 points for that. And 3080 bot beat 3 pilots, so he's going to get 4 points for that. And on down the line until the last place pilot gets 1 point. And then we're going to run another round, and based on your times, you're going to be adding to that total, essentially. So that's kind of how things work. And we're going to be doing that throughout the night. So it looks like we've got all of our pilots except for Law's FPV. So once he hits ready up, we're going to be kicking this one off. Here we go. We've got lights on their way. And we're on board right now with Bud Tenders. He makes it through the flag forest into our first U-turn and into the sweeper. And we're going to see those blue LEDs of both Imperius and 3080 bot working their way through the lowest gate. Looks like we may have lost connection actually from Bud Tender. I'm not seeing a refresh on him. It looks like he's frozen. So that's going to leave it down to Imperius and 3080 bot battling it out in the front. Looks like we lost Lead Fingers there. Let's see what happened to him. It looks like he may have had a crash there, trying to recover now, trying to chase down Law's FPV. Is he going to be able to do it? Law's FPV into that U-turn gate, chased down by Lead Fingers, just now going through the U-turn gate. About half an element back. Meanwhile, the battle up front is pretty fierce between Imperius and 3080 bot. Imperius, the veteran in the Street League sense, but 3080, even though he's a new pilot, he's been working hard, he's been practicing hard, and he's having some success here, staying caught up with Imperius, who's no newbie when it comes to both drone racing and virtual drone racing. We've got a little bit of a battle here. Imperius not going to get free lunch today. 3080 trying not to let Imperius run away with it though. Meanwhile, the battle for third place is going to be taken over by Leadfingers as he makes the pass on Law's FPV going through the bottom portion of that double gate. Our drone up ahead, finishing in first place, is going to be Imperius. 3080 bot securing another second place, stealing that away from Leadfingers. We thought that there might have been a little bit more of a battle there, but Leadfingers with the flaw. He's a little rusty after Citrus Springs, and a crash from him isn't going to let Law's FPV get in. It's not. Law's FPV going to finish out in fourth, and it looks like we lost Bud Tender.
Yeah, so my internet didn't disconnect, but DRL said it was offline.
Oh, interesting.
I'm connecting back up now.
Did you have a recorded time on the
Are you
track?
doing that, Led?
Yeah.
No, I went black screen. It booted me out of the race.
Booted. Okay. So out of fairness, I think what we're gonna need to do is rerun that one.
Probably.
That's a technical issue that was out of Bud Tender's control.
Yeah, I think DRL Sim probably kicked him for like a high ping or something.
Yeah, there's been some interesting internet connectivity issues.
My ping's at 58 milliseconds. I don't understand it.
Right, but you may have had a ping spike and it may have disconnected you.
Yeah, we were experiencing some internet issues from like several different people just about an hour ago. So
Well, I'm ready now. Sorry, guys.
yeah,
You're good.
that's all right. So as you can see there, our points are still standing. It's going to be the same as it was after round 1. We're going to go ahead and run this one immediately back. So we're going to wait on those pilots to ready up as soon as they feel prepared to race. And we'll be kicking this one off very shortly. And it looks like we may have our pilot cards potentially working now, which would be great because I can do a fun little... I think some of our pilots have profiles with us. There we go. So these are our pilots. We're going to have Imperious FPV. He's going to be in the blue drone. 3080 bot. He's going to be in the sky blue drone, my personal favorite color. And then Lead Fingers in the yellow drone. Nitro Toker taking up the magenta drone. And Laws FPV in purple. Nice that you guys all decided to use a unique color for this. That really makes my job a lot easier.
Hey, 3080 bot, we're waiting on you.
There we go. Let's go ahead and get some music up in this joint.
Alright. Come on, computer.
Alright, so this is going to be round number 2. Street League Sim Nights on Street Smarts. Here we go. We've got lights, we've got tones, we've got 5 drones in the air this time. A beautiful sight here as we watch Lead Fingers chase down the pack. It's going to be the pack, or leading the pack, it's going to be Imperious and 3080 bot. 3080 bot using every bit of GPU mining power he has to mine the speed here on this track, and he's going to make the pass on Imperious off the rip, just barely though. Imperious taking it back now on the upper portion of that double gate as they come over the top section and into our finish gate. Leadfinger's looking nice and solid as he chases down both of our lead pilots. Imperious still hanging on to that first place. He's done it 3 times now, although that second round got thrown out due to technical issues. Round number 2 though, right now he's going to claim it for himself, prove that he can do it twice, and he's going to be in the lead in that first place position. Let's go ahead and watch the chase cam here from 3080 bot. 3080 bot clean through that top section. The practice is really showing on this course. Nice smooth turn from him. He's chasing down Imperious, but unfortunately Imperious just got that little bit of edge on this course. He's doing a really good job with the late apexes, making sure that he's maintaining the speed through all of his turns. Almost a little bit of a bobble there from Imperious, but manages to keep the speed up and keep up winning, keep on winning. As we go into the last portion of our last lap, let's go ahead and look back now on Leadfingers as he sees the taillights of both Imperious and 3080 bot. 3080 bot going down though. That's going to let Leadfingers make the pass and make the dive into the finish. And that's going to be second place for Leadfingers, first place for Imperious. 3080 bot getting bumped down into third place there just at the end. That's going to let Leadfingers make a little bit of a comeback. We'll see what it does to the points here. And we're going to wait for those to get tallied before we show them to you. Some awesome racing from our pilots, though. Good racing, guys.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, that was a fun lap, 3080.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
on your butt.
Yeah, no, I got that last gate got me. Fuck.
You were
Or
solid.
I guess second to last.
Right before that.
Yeah, I was having to really lay on the sauce to stay ahead.
Hey Tim, make sure that you show the race whenever you're passing
Oh no, did I just forget?
it. Yeah.
No, it's alright, I'm doing it.
Oh, I forgot to
Well,
change the stream. Ah, that's my bad.
We need to get you a stream deck.
Oh, I would have forgotten anyway. It's just like a button click. You know what I'm gonna do though? I'm gonna turn on the autopilot thing so that it doesn't have to get.
Let's just check. We got 5, 3, 4, 2, 1. Excellent. Round 3. Heat. 5 rounds per heat. Generate heats.
Save that. if I if I manage to pull that off again. Oh, actually, you know what I can do? Here's what we'll do. Oh, there's no replay. That's unfortunate.
Bummer. All right. J-Resh, are you good for me to let you take over the timer?
Yeah. Are you doing it this time or not, or just?
I just generated the Heat 3. I'm gonna let you take over, and then I will stream my screen so you can look at my screen for times. If you're not spectating, but yeah, you can just look
I'm
at my screen.
spectating, so I can do it. The only thing I haven't done is that generate, but just go ahead.
Okay, it's super easy. Got it. Alright, I'm just gonna stream DRL at low quality, and now you can use my stream to get times. Alright boys, ready up. Oh, you're waiting on me. Oh my god, I'm so rusty. Just like trying.
Dust off.
Just trying to hold it together, and like 3080 bot is not making it easy.
Here we go. We got drones in the air. Right now it looks like Imperious chasing down 3080 bot, taking that lead. Go ahead and get the orbit view. There's a little bit of a battle going on here. 3 drones up in front. A little bit of battle between the 2 drones in the back, but right now it's going to be Leadfingers letting the lead go to 3080 bot, not Imperious, as Imperious has a little bit of a crash. We'll see if 3080 bot can hang on to this one all the way for the win. He's got some space for himself now, though, as it's going to be Leadfingers duking it out with Budtender and Laws. Laws FPV making a nice little push here. Trying to get up into that mix between Budtender and Imperious. Leadfingers also battling for not last right now. Anybody could get last, anybody could get first right now, though. First place not looking like it's going to go to Imperious, as he has a little bit of a bobble, and that's going to let 3080 bot free and clear. Here's a flag for us. We got 3 drones in a row, though, for second place. That's going to be Imperious, Budtender, and Leadfingers all working their way through the sweeper. Leadfingers leading that pack, as we see a little bit of a mistake from Budtender. Leadfingers hanging on, but right now the line's just not there for him. Trying to figure out this track just a little bit, knock some dust off. But first place, it's going to be free and clear. It's going to be 3080 bot taking the win in round number 3. Setting a 1:43.4, a very respectable time. Not the fastest we saw in qualifying, but it's enough to get it done here and take the win against Leadfingers, who makes it into second place. Let's go ahead and check out those results. So Leadfingers just barely edging out Imperious. Imperious had a rough round there.
Dunked. Imperious.
That's gonna be a
Dunked on.
switch up for our crew.
Man, I feel like you guys are pulling on me a little bit.
we all have to have the same drone, Wes. There's no cheating anymore. It's impossible.
That shit seems slow.
I'll say this.
Just watching going around the flags, y'all are just leaving me, man. It's kind of ridiculous. I'm literally on the same line, and y'all are just pulling on me.
I'll say this. You kind of built some of the fastest real-life drones, so I will say, if you haven't flown a Budtender drone, you don't know what real speed is like in Street League.
That's true. Those little angry balls of arrow. JRS, let me know when you got those times.
That was an awesome race. I really wish the replays worked. Love to go watch some of the highlights of that back. So I guess I'll take some time to talk a little bit about the custom spec drone that we've designed for Street League. So the Street League drone racing is designed all around the concept of basically bringing spec racing to everybody, not just pilot-wise, but also manufacturer-wise. We want to make sure that manufacturers and retailers can all get into spec racing and all enjoy the really equal and exciting racing that you can have when you start doing spec racing. So we designed this concept. It's a bigger drone than what people typically fly, but we found that lets us do a lot of really cool things, like requiring LEDs to make sure that the drones are easy to follow as you watch them make their way around the track. They're also a lot heavier, and that has really improved the level of skill necessary to pilot them quickly around a track. Now it's not just about the raw power, it's really about the lines and the technique that the pilots use to get through the course. And not only has that made the racing closer, but we feel that it adds a level of skill to the racing that makes it a lot more exciting. And so we've tried to take that concept and we've tried to model that here in the Drone Racing League simulator with our Spec drone. If you'd like to give it a shot, go into the community drones and check out SL space Spec space V1.1 is the current revision that we're on. And you'll find something like this. So go ahead and copy your own version of it and give these tracks a shot. Leadfingers has put a lot of work into building all of the Street League tracks that we get to enjoy just about every week now. We're going to be running some virtual spec racing. So if you're interested in that, jump on our Discord and join the crew, because we're going to be doing a lot more of this. So I think we're just waiting on pilots to get ready. And I believe we also have our points updated from the previous round. And you should be able to see those just on the right screen here. So right now, Imperious in the lead with 10 points. 3080 Bot was 7. Leadfingers was 7. Nitro with 4 and Laws with 2. And it looks like right now we're just waiting on Leadfingers.
I agree. What the shit?
And I ran the race, I did the start stop.
Yeah, you did the whole thing. Easy enough to fix.
So we're working through some technical things, I think, on the timing side. We'll see how that plays out here momentarily. So just give us one moment here while we send you to a quick sponsor. Alright, it looks like we are ready to kick this next race off. We're going to be on board with Laws FPV here off the launch. He's going to be watching the blue tail lights of 3080 Bot. He's got a very solid launch in this sim. Taking the whole shot on Imperious, it looks like. Could be internet related, but we'll find out once the times roll in. Right now, though, it's going to look like they're neck and neck around the U-turn. Solid racing from 3080 Bot. One of our newer members just started racing in December and already showing some pretty awesome skills here in the DRL simulator. Jump on board with 3080 Bot. Actually, let's go ahead and jump on board with Bloodtender as he chases down 3080 Bot and Imperious. Imperious now starting to pull away on that gap that we've seen from him, and it looks like 3080 Bot going to go down there, and that's going to let both Bloodtender and Leadfingers make the pass. Bloodtender trying to hang with Leadfingers. He's been working on his Street League skills, flying a lot IRL, seen him out there almost every weekend so far. And a little bit of a cleaner line there from Leadfingers, going to let him take the pass. Leadfingers trying to cut that whole section too straight though, and that's going to cause a little bit of a collision. Bloodtender now trying to make a little bit of a move here. Probably not going to catch up to Imperious, but he may be able to secure himself a second place here if he's able to stave off the advances of Leadfingers, who goes down through the U-turn gate. And that's going to let 3080 Bot jump into third place position. Now the new contender with Bloodtender. And it looks like it's going to be a photo finish from both Budtender and 3080. We're going to see how this plays out. It looks like Budtender falls back as
Definitely just
3080 makes the
zoned out for the
push.
last
He's
two
going to
laps there.
secure second place for himself. Imperious taking the win.
Oh, I made it through the last gate and it didn't count me.
Oh, Budtender
That's some bullshit right there.
needs to secure that last gate, and he finally gets it. He barely
I
beats out
made the dunk and
Leadfingers.
it didn't count it.
Oh, it like the sim actually didn't register.
Or I still got third. What the fuck?
You still managed to get third. You still beat Leadfingers, so it didn't change your position. Yeah, that's
I swear it made me circle back around.
what is the bug report button? Like Control Shift L or something. That's a Control Shift L.
Alright, I
right
got
there.
third. That's where I thought it should be.
Yep.
That was strange.
Yeah, we have seen a couple of missed gate
Good
bugs
race.
every once in a while, but
That was a good one.
that was a good race. It did look like 3080 bot did get that though.
Like, it's hard to tell if you're doing things in front of me on this or not. You made the 4, correct?
I'm gonna let you do everything else unless you ask me for help.
For some reason, it's not putting it in the Marshall. So here, let me try it again. I'll just run it again.
I see it right here, round 4 heat A.
Yeah, it literally just popped up because I just made it.
Oh, nice.
Okay, hold on 1 second.
Mm-hmm. Oh, is that what happened? Okay.
Oh, because we did the rerun, right?
And that's what broke the generate page. No, we didn't do that twice. Round 3 heat A. Let's look real quick. Oh, okay. Oh, it's round 4. Round 3 isn't popping up in the generate heats thing, so that's probably because it was run twice. Oh, it was unclassified. That was a problem with it. Hold on. Fix the classification. I fixed it. Let's go. Actually, I'm gonna delete this one over to see that generator's working again.
Looks like it's all correct. I just inputted 4.
Yep.
Alright, so it looks like we now have our points updated. So Imperious is going to be leading the pack with 18 points. 3080 bot rounding out second place with 16. Leadfingers trailing by at 13 points. And Nitro Toker trying to make a move there up into third place. He managed to beat Leadfingers in that last round, but ultimately not quite securing as many points as he needed to move up. He's still going to have to beat him 4 more times or by a significant placement. So maybe if Budtender pulls off a win here, he might be able to make some moves. But either way, we've got our next round kicking off. Let's go ahead and tune into that. They're off and away. Right now, a beautiful pack of drones as they all make it through the U-turn gate except for 3080 bot actually going down there. Leadfingers now in the lead, leading both Imperious and Budtender.
Imperious, yeah, let me win this one. So I can get ahead of 3080 bot, man. You gotta take one for the team.
Better come learn it.
Well, come on, bub.
Imperious has got those hands and he likes to throw them. He's throwing them right now with Leadfingers. Leadfingers throwing them back through the flag forest, down through the U-turn. It's still going to be Leadfingers in the lead. He's got the chops to take the win, but is he going to be able to have the nerves this time around as we go into round number 5? A beautiful lower gate from Leadfingers. And a nice outside turn from Imperious, cutting to the inside as he goes through the top portion of that. A good straight line from both of them, but it looks like Imperious gaining a little bit of ground, about a foot separating both of these pilots as they go on to the final lap of our race. Who's going to have the chops to take the W? Right now it's looking to be Leadfingers. Imperious not quite able to catch up. He's working as hard as he can to make the move, but right now Leadfingers' lines are doing everything they need to do to keep him ahead until there, and it looks like at the last second Imperious is going to try to make that pass, and Leadfingers gets caught up on a gate, and that's going to let Imperious jump into the lead again. He's unstoppable. He goes for the dunk, and it's going to go to Imperious by points.
Led, you almost got him.
0.8 seconds.
God. Come on!
An incredible race there from Imperious and Leadfingers, battling it out all the way to the end. Budtender gonna do well for himself, securing that 3rd place position.
Dude, Led at the end there.
That was a pretty hot time though.
Dude, I bumped a gate at the end, but it happened to set me up really well for the high slalom, and I actually gained time back through it.
That was incredible.
Oh
The fishing pole, baby.
Yeah, dude.
Fishing poles are out in full force.
I could feel it dragging on me, dude.
The dunk at the end is brutal.
It is. It's the last thing you want to do at the end.
Not like it counts it.
Alright, there we go. Let's see if we've got...
I added some extra classes in.
okay. So we're still waiting on the tally of points there. I believe, what was that? That was round number 5, correct?
Yes, sir.
Alright, so it looks like we have our scores from round number 5, and that's going to set us up with Imperious with 23 points. 3080 bot with 18. Yep, 3080 bot with 18 points. Leadfingers with 17. And then Nitro Toker and Laws. That battle between Leadfingers and 3080 bot, that's going to be intense. I believe we are going to... Are we going to try to do 6 rounds like we normally do, or are we going to push it further?
I think we've barely been going for a half an hour at this point, so we should, I say we at least go to 10.
Okay, we'll see if we can go 10 rounds.
It would also be really fun to just do a 5-man final.
That's true, we could also turn it into a 5-man final. Ooh. Which would be fun.
I would be down for that.
Me and 38 are too close right now. We gotta give us a little bit of time to see who's gonna win this.
Yeah, since we've got less pilots, we can do a whole lobby and just do a single finals with last place drops.
Mm-hmm.
That could be really fun.
Alright. Looks like our heats are all generated.
Yep.
Pilots ready up whenever you're good to go. It was me, I was holding up the race. I want the free frame in here.
Oh, yes.
Right?
Oh, they're off and away, and it looks like the bump off the start line from Law is going to push him into the back of the pack as they all battle their way up to the front. Right now, the front's going to be led by Leadfingers, except for, oh my gosh, it's going to be back and forth between Imperious, Leadfingers, and 3080 Bot, all pushing their way through the top portion of our double gate. Right now, Imperious taking back that lead that I think he's been feeling that he's earned so far. The clip, though, gonna push him back into third place. Leadfinger's gonna be on that lead, in the lead, on the lead lap. 3080 Bot pushing for second place. He's gonna be hotly pursued by Imperious. Imperious hungry for that win, even though he had the mistake. Is he gonna be able to pull out that fishing pole? We've seen it before. And it looks like we may have had a crash from 3080 Bot. I'm seeing his drone frozen in the air. I also don't hear him in the Discord, so there could be a rerun, but continue racing.
I'm in the menu.
Okay. So
you got
we do
shoved
have a
into the menu?
confirmed dropped drone. So go ahead and land, pilots. We're gonna run that one back. An unfortunate technical error there.
Dang, I wanted to see if I could bring that back.
See if we can find the yeah, this is the
Real fun race.
frozen drone of 3080 Bots. Doesn't look like he crashed, doesn't look like a rage quit to me. Looks like some of the fun DRL-isms that we run into every once in a while. All things considered,
Sometimes
not
on
too
national
bad,
television.
Yeah, exactly.
He knew I crashed, so he started us over.
He's giving his competitor a chance. Love
Yeah,
it.
that's the only one though.
Yeah. Yeah. That's your one mulligan.
Just kidding.
Overall, though, some pretty excellent racing from everybody. We've got a little bit of a battle here for second place. Let's go ahead and jump to our smaller version of the scorecard. So yeah, Imperious, he'd need to lose by either several positions, or he'd need to lose to 3080 Bot 5 times. We're currently in round 5, and we've only got 5 more to go, so you would have to take second place to 3080 Bot every time for 3080 Bot to go into this as the TQ. Or our highest points leader, I suppose. Alright, so we're going to load back into that. We're going to rerun round 6 here. Here we go, pilots. And they are off and away. Great launch from all of our pilots this time. Looks like I can't quite tell who's in the lead. Let's go ahead and take that third person view, as it's just an absolute battle, though. Looks like the lines are going to be everything on this course. It's going to be all about that momentum conservation, trying to find places you can do it. And it looks like a crash from Leadfinger is going to put him back into third place. A crash from Imperious is going to push him now into third place. Leadfinger's now battling it out with 3080 Bot as they go on to lap number 2. Lap number 1, your leader going to be 3080 Bot, and Leadfinger's now going down as well. That's going to let Laws push his way into the battle for the second place position. He's battling it out with Imperious. Imperious now back up into second place. Several switch ups here as we go into the final portion of lap 2. 3080 Bot holding on solid through our top portion of our track. Let's go ahead and take a look back at the rest of our field. We've got Bud Tender in the back, Leadfingers in 4th place. Leadfingers now battling it out with Law's FPV as he makes his way through the flagged forest and around the U-turn. Law's looking to secure a 3rd place position here if he can stave off Leadfingers. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like that's going to be the case. Leadfingers now jumping up into the 3rd place position. And the battle between 3080 bot and Imperious. Imperious has made the pass at the last minute. It looks like 3080 bot let him by, and Imperious going to take that win. The crash, though, from 3080 bot, he manages to make it in before Leadfingers in 3rd place. Law's FPV going to finish out in 4th, and Budtender in 5th. So there's going to be a battle for the back marker here, as well as a battle continuing for that 2nd place position. Imperious remaining undisputed, hanging on. The nerves are where this really gets interesting. All of these pilots have the skill, but ultimately it's going to be who can hang on to their breath, keep the oxygen flowing through their brains, and make those cool-headed moves and decisions as they navigate this course. It is not an easy thing to do, especially when all the points are on the line. Ultimately, some really good racing from our pilots, though.
Man, if I can have a race where I just don't hit one thing, that's all I want. That's all I want.
Sometimes it's just staying clean. It's hard.
Clean and tight.
It's the name of the game.
Yeah, it's definitely a different style of flying.
Yep.
Maintaining that momentum.
I think there was a bobble from almost everyone in that one. So like the opportunity's there, but like it's just tough mentally. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and take a quick peek at our results so far. After round 6, it looks like we have those filled out. So right now we're going to have Imperious in the lead. You can see his total there on the right. He's going to be 28 points. 3080 bot still hanging on to 2nd place with 22 points. Leadfingers with 20 points, just 2 points back. And Nitro Toker with 13. Laws secured himself 7 points, so he's able to get the wins that he needs. Meanwhile, we've got a race going. We've got round number 7 kicking off with 3080 bot in the lead off the rip. Imperious going to be fighting for that position, and he goes ahead and takes that from him. 3080 bot doing a nice job hanging on, though, as he battles it out between Leadfingers and Imperious. Got a battle of purple drones hanging on to that 4th place position, and right now it's going to be Imperious going ahead to complete lap number 1 first, but he's going to be just about neck and neck with Leadfingers as they go through the flag forest. And now Imperious taking that extra little bit of risk on the U-turn, and it's going to pay off. We'll see if he's able to do it every time he needs to, but that time it seemed to get him in the position that he would like to be in. Does a great job maintaining momentum through that high double gate. We're gonna go eyes on with Leadfingers as he chases down Imperious for that 1st place position. Going on to the last lap of the race. Right now it's going to be Imperious still in the lead. Not much changing up. Looks like we've sort of lost 3080 bot into the abyss. That is the 3rd place gap back to Budtender. Budtender hanging on to that 4th place position. Law's in the back right now. Is there going to be a mistake in this round? It looks like our pilots kind of took some of the discussion that we had last time to heart. No mistakes from anybody. It looks like it's going to be Imperious taking the win. The dunk from Leadfingers. And also 3080 bot rounding out 3rd place. Budtender going to secure himself 4th place on that one. So a pretty evenly matched group of pilots here, all things considered. This is some of the closer racing field-wise that we've gotten to experience for the number of signups that we had. Normally, it's not until we have the larger signup counts that we get such close fields.
Yeah, good race.
That
Yeah,
was
good
awesome.
racing.
Good racing, guys. That consistency definitely serves well.
I was wondering if my battery was going to make it.
Yeah,
your radio
Leadfingers
battery?
lowered it by 1 lap on this one.
Yeah, dude, this one used to be 4 laps.
Alright, we're going to be waiting for the points to tally while we wait for our pilots to ready up. We're going to be going into round 8. Looks like we have our points for round 7. Go ahead and show you guys what we're looking at here. So the battle between 3080 Bot and Leadfingers continues to be exciting. We've got one finishing position between the two of them. 3080 Bot with 25 points, Leadfingers with 24. Just going to be able to snag that points position going into finals. This is round 8. We'll be going to 10 rounds before we go ahead and kick off a slightly modified version of finals. Right now, though, we've got an awesome view of all of our pilots as we watch through the lens of Bud Tender. This is his first-person view camera. This is what he sees as he flies through our course here. We like to call this course Street Smarts because it takes a little bit of smarts about how to maintain momentum and work a line through a drone racing course. It seems simple on the surface, but once you get behind the cockpit, it gets a little bit more exciting as you try to race to find the fastest line. Right now, the fastest line is going to be Imperious in the lead. We're watching through Leadfingers' eyes as Imperious leads our pack around and through the flag forest. A nice U-turn there from Leadfingers, going to let him gain just a little bit of space. Is Imperious going to try to take some risk here to hang on to, and it looks like he does, and it looks like it's going to pay off. The tighter you can cut each of these corners, the more time there is to shorten the overall length you spend on the track, but you have to make sure you mix it nicely with momentum, otherwise you'll lose the speed that you're able to gain on the straightaways. Right now, both Imperious and Leadfingers leading a master class in drone racing through this course. Third place right now going to be 3080 Bot. He's going to be watching those two battle it out in the front. Following him is going to be Laws, FPV, and Bud Tender. As they work their way through the last lap of the race. And the close battle between Leadfingers and Imperious is going to spread out a little bit. And it's going to be Imperious now making that gap, and they're going to try to dunk it as hard as they can into the finish gate, and Leadfingers absolutely goes for it, barely clipping that checkpoint. Just back by 0.4 of a second.
Dude, I blew out one turn. Oh my god, one turn. The whole race.
Every time I made a cack and I saw you, I was like, uh-oh.
Well, he did it too.
He's still there.
Dude, it was literally the flag around the last ladder gate, and like all of a sudden I blew it out, and I'm like, oh no, I'm 2 feet away, and I just see your drone. I'm like, no, it's over.
By the time you see it, it's too late.
It's all gone.
So
The way the lag works out.
Question for our pilots: what are you guys doing to try to mitigate those risks? Where are you pushing? Are you pushing all the time in every turn, or are you trying to find places to give a little bit of measured risk?
At
All the
this point,
time, every
pushing
turn.
Okay. How about you, Imperious? Are you pushing on every single turn as much as you can, or is there a little bit more in the tank?
I like to spend the first lap on like a 90% pace
Okay.
and just kind of judge the field from there.
Get yourself comfortable, get situated, figure out where everybody else is at.
Right.
That's not a bad strategy.
I definitely find with the battery sag, the third lap, like you can't let up, but you're kind of just surviving it because the drone is so much different than the first lap. Where like the first lap you can push hard, second lap is really where like it feels good, and you're like, damn, this is kind of how I expect the drone to feel. And the third lap, you're just like trying to not belly bounce the damn thing.
Yeah,
Very
that's,
accurate.
That's something that we've added to this Spec drone that you can race in the DRL sim. We now have battery drain, so that makes things a little bit interesting.
Yes, it does.
Alright, well it looks like we've got points for round 8. And that's gonna make our race tied up between Leadfingers and 3080 Bots.
Let's go, baby.
There
Let's
are
go, baby.
2 rounds left. Who is going to be taking that? Or will we go into it with a tie? That's always a possibility. They're off and away. Oh my gosh, an absolute pack here on lap number 1. We've got a beautiful view here from Budtender's view of all of our shiny drones working their way through the course. And it looks like right now our leader looking to be Imperious, going on to that second lap. It's going to be ducks in a row for everyone else. Leadfingers, then 3080 bot. A little bit of a battle for that 4th place position between Laws and Budtender as they work their way through the bottom gates. Some nice turns here from Budtender. He's been flying his real-life Street League racing drones that he's been designing and cutting himself with his awesome CNC machine, also keeping the community supplied, so we appreciate that. Meanwhile, Imperious up ahead, leading the pack. It's going to be Imperious, Leadfingers, then 3080 bot. And then that battle for the 4th position that we were watching earlier. This is the last lap of the race. Who's going to be coming away with the most points? It looks like right now Imperious is going to be securing himself 6 points. Unless there's a bobble, and I don't think there will be. He's got some space to work with. And it looks like the story here, after Imperious takes a win, is going to be the extra point that Leadfingers is going to gain on 3080 bot,
Let's
pushing
go,
him
baby.
up
There
into
it is.
second
Oh, man.
place.
Who got that? Oh, that was so close.
Oh, and we have a battle between Laws and Budtender. Laws sneaking
Oh,
on
that
in
was so
there.
close.
Dude, you got him. Hell yeah.
Great racing there.
Let's go, boys.
A little bit of battling all around our field. Starting to feel a little bit like F1 racing.
Dude, this last one was so much fun to watch.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I enjoyed it thoroughly. I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of rooting for Ferrari. They've been looking pretty sharp in the one race so far, but
Yeah.
2 races now.
You're not a Red Bull fanboy?
I'm not a Red Bull fanboy. I recognize some great racing and well, great racing, but yeah, no, I was kind of enjoying the mix-up here with Ferrari. It's been good to
Right.
watch. And there you can see our points updating. Looks like Leadfingers just barely edging out 3080 bot. 3080 bot has one more opportunity to take that point back and at least tie it up, but he'd have to beat Imperious most likely in order to jump into second place for sure. And I believe actually he doesn't. So it's gonna be motocross rule, I believe, for points, if I remember correctly.
Yep. If he beats Lead here and they tie, then he wins by motocross rule.
Yep. But all of that will be for naught if you can't pull it off in finals. So here we're racing for points, and we're going to be jumping into finals. Normally it would be your top 8 pilots, but since we only have 5 here, we're just going to run finals with them all. And right now the battle between Imperious and Leadfingers is pretty fierce. Take a quick look at Imperious doing a great job managing that risk. Doesn't want to mess up on the first lap, doesn't want to put himself out of the race. But luckily for Imperious, it looks like his 90% that he likes to start the lap with is going to be enough for holding on to that lead in the first lap. He's well practiced, well accomplished drone racer. Very veteran-esque in both Street League and other forms of drone racing. So we kind of expect to see him do well here, and I think he expects that of himself as he leads our pack onto the last portion of lap number 2. 3080 bot pushing to try to see if he can catch up to Leadfingers, possibly seeing if he can bait him into a mistake. A little bit of a tap there, potentially from Leadfingers. Not sure, but I thought I saw the drone bobble. Not gonna let 3080 bot catch up too much though.
What you saw was my heart stop. I just saw.
If
He stopped breathing.
if he yelled back on that one, then
Goodbye.
I would have known it was on purpose. But
It
looks
was
like
not.
right now we're just trying to survive. This is gonna be it. This is the last round of points, and it's gonna go to Imperious.
To dunk.
The dunk. Leadfingers finishing out in second. 3080 bot in third. And we're gonna watch Laws sneak in on Budtender for fourth place. Although I think Budtender's gonna be able to take him overall in the points. So we'll wait for those to tally, and then we will go ahead and kick off finals. Have to
Time
give
to go
us
too tight, hitting all the damn flags.
it happens to the best of us.
Imperious, a 41.
Userski.
Come on. You're making us look bad.
We're hauling, baby.
He's going fast, sort of
Fast.
what he does.
Joochin'.
Some awesome racing.
I wish I had recorded that last run too, because it was buttery smooth.
Alright, we're gonna cut to a quick commercial break here while we set up finals, and then we're gonna be running that. So give us 1 second and go ahead and enjoy some of the awesome flight footage that come along with that.
Let me know when you want to kick it off.
Okie dokie, so it looks like we are ready. We're gonna go ahead and kick off finals here. So we're going to actually go ahead and modify our scene here just a little bit, because we're no longer concerned too much about points, because this is going to work a little bit differently. So essentially what's going to happen here, we've got 5 pilots here. Normally we'd have 8. Normally we take our top 8 from points rounds, but since this is a little bit more of a laid back race here, we've only got 5. So we're going to run them all in the finals format. Normally we would have semifinals and then finals, but we're just going to go straight into finals. And the way that that works is we're going to be dropping the last place pilots each round until we get down to a 1v1 to decide who our Street League Sim Racing champion is for the night. And I'm looking forward to seeing some of these races. So I think that we are ready to kick these off. When our pilots are ready, we're going to go ahead and do that. We're going to load on in. Alright, we've
Let's
got
go, boys.
got tones, we've got pilots. Away we go with round number 1 of finals. A beautiful formation flight here as they all launch cleanly. Right now, it's not going to be about winning necessarily. We're going to have a little bit of action at the back of the pack as our last place pilot gets dropped, and that's going to sort of compress the competition as we continue through finals. Right now, it's Imperious out in the lead, 3080 bot second. Leadfinger's rounding out that 3rd place position. Looks like Law's FPV going to be that 5th place pilot, pushing on the tail of Budtender. Is Budtender going to give him an opportunity to pass? We will find out here as we go into lap number 2. Some nice racing from the entirety of our field. Very few mistakes being made. Pilots know that they just need to get through the course for the most part, assuming that they are well rehearsed on the track. Right now though, we're seeing some pretty incredible speed from Imperious FPV, our leader, as he goes on to that final lap, setting the pace that our pilots can expect if they want to make it all the way to the end of finals. He's going to be the one to go through. He was our leader in points, he was our TQ, and ultimately he has been demonstrating extreme mastery of this track. Second place right now is going to be 3080 bot. 3rd place is going to be Leadfingers. Who's going to be getting eliminated here? We'll be finding out shortly. It's going to be either Budtender or Laws, and Budtender goes in just ahead of Laws. Laws is going to get knocked out in this one.
I missed the slam dunk.
That was the best racing I think that
Wouldn't let that happen again.
Budtender gave him a couple mulligans there. Not this time though. Great
Let's
racing,
go.
pilots. We're going to be dropping
Good racing,
Good
to
job,
Laws.
Laws. Let's go.
So Laws, if you could go ahead and jump down into spectate.
Good racing tonight, man.
Continuing on. Yeah,
Good
great
racing, guys. That was fun.
Congrats on 5th place.
Hey.
I think even if we had a larger roster, you'd help at least that just fine.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, let's go ahead and make a quick modification to our heats now that we know who has been dropped. And this one just going to be 3080 bot, Imperious, Leadfingers, and Nitro Toker.
Good luck, guys.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Break a leg.
Get wrecked, boy.
Break a prop.
Alright.
You ready, 3080?
Oh yeah.
Start saying that.
You're making me sweat.
Sweatbands. We do need those Street League sweatbands.
Dude,
True.
Street League sweatbands would be great.
I want two. One has to say get, the other one has to say boost it.
Beautiful feat of
Oh,
quads here.
I just
in
want to get this back.
Finals round number 2. We're going to be dropping our last place pilot again. Who is it going to be? It's impossible to tell right now because all of our pilots are right together, neck and neck. Looks like the first mistake is going to go to 3080 bot. He's going to have to play a little bit of chase here. Is he going to be able to chase down Budtender or Leadfingers right now? Imperious looking like the most unlikely pilot to be chased down as he goes on to lap number 2 first again. He's consistently had the fastest lap on lap number 1, which is interesting because he told us earlier that he was only at 90% on his first lap. I don't believe him for a second here, given the speed that he's showing us here on the track. He is absolutely shredding it, and right now we're going to see a pass from 3080 bot. That's going to leave Budtender now in 4th place position. Meanwhile, 3080 says he's not done. He's trying to go for 2nd place. He's knocking on the door of Leadfingers as they go on to the last lap of the race. Some beautiful flying from our pilots here so far. Looks like a little bit of a mistake there from Budtender though. And that's going to put him pretty far back. I think we're going to be settled on this round as we see our top 3 relatively consistently throughout the event continue to fly that way.
On 3080, you got me at the end. Let's see it.
3080 pushing on the tail of Lead Fingers, and is he going to be able to do it? It looks like 3080 not quite able to, but that's fine. He's going to secure himself a top 3 position here in finals. Great racing. Bud Tender, also great racing. He's going to be eliminated at this point in the race.
Good racing, guys.
Himself 4th
Yeah, let's
place
go,
for the
Tucker.
event. So congratulations, Bud Tender.
I fixed the heat.
Ah, thank you, sir.
All right,
Good game.
boys.
Good race, guys.
Zerski.
There we
Now
go.
it gets exciting.
Now we get to run it back.
This is gonna get interesting.
Let's go, baby.
Here we go.
I've wanted to make a top 2 so bad for so long.
Round number 3 of finals. It's gonna be down to just 3 pilots. It's gonna be 3080 bot Imperious and Lead Fingers. Who's gonna be our loser here is what we really care about. That's who's gonna be dropping, and our top 2 will be battling it out 1v1 to decide the entire night. Who's it gonna be? They are all neck and neck right now. Looks like Lead Fingers and 3080 bot are gonna be letting Imperious slip on by so that they can duke it out on their own. I tell them to get a room, but they've got a whole track to settle it on, and they're gonna go at it on lap number 2. Right now it's gonna be 3080 bot leading Lead Fingers, not even by a tail. Only a couple feet separating the two of them. We told them to leave room for Jesus, and they can't even keep 7 inches between them as they're going blade to blade through the top gate. Right now it's going to be Lead Fingers jumping into the lead now, making the pass on 3080. 3080 trying to take it right back on through the dunk section. Ooh, and a close one from 3080. He's going to be about to tailback now from Lead Fingers. Is he going to be able to make it up on the last lap here? Lap number 3. Right now, Imperious, our leader. And the tap from Lead Fingers. Is he going to get eliminated as a result of that one error? He pushes back, makes up some ground. They're close again. 3080. Lead Fingers, they're going at it. The fight to survive. Who's going to be able to do it here through the top gate? It looks like Lead Fingers just barely in the lead. 3080 now falling back through the top
Right, who's got
portion.
the dunk?
Who's going to make it? It's going to go to Lead Fingers. 3080 pushing
Let's go.
for everything
Let's go,
he was
baby.
worth of valiant effort.
Let's go, baby.
Congratulations, 3080 bot, though. 3rd place is pretty respectable, especially considering that awesome battle you gave us there at the end.
Hey, hell yeah, dude.
Dude,
Great
That was
race.
awesome.
That was awesome.
And that's
I
gonna
was
be
having
all.
so
Thanks.
much fun watching you guys. I almost wrecked a couple times.
No, that would have been, dude, I would have lost my mind. I wouldn't have been able to handle that.
Dude, I got a frame drop on that last lap. The whole game just glitched for a second. I'm like, no, no.
Not like this.
Well, like
Power
that.
through, baby.
Oh man, so this is gonna be it.
3080 would make it. That's its first race.
Yeah, dude. 3080,
I was
killing it.
hoping- I was hoping
Let's
he
go.
was gonna make top 2, and then somehow Imperious messed up and just out of nowhere.
Wednesday.
All right, whenever you guys are ready, kick this one off.
Let's do this,
Let's go, baby.
Imperious.
Run it back.
Nothing against you, Imperious, on that.
90%
Battle
my
to
ass.
decide it. It's gonna be Lead Fingers versus Imperious. Side by
we'll go
side
full
they
speed
go on
for
to
you.
lap
I'm gonna
number
need all
1.
100 for this one, alright?
Who's gonna be able to
We'll
manage
go.
the risk? Who's gonna be able to manage the lines? Great racing from both of our pilots, though. It looks like Lead Finger's gonna drop back, losing a little bit of momentum there as he cuts that turn as tight as he can. Imperious doing a great job of staying straight through the top portion of our track. And he's gonna gain the distance on Lead Fingers here on lap number 1. He's got a very solid opening lap. It's gonna be a beautiful run so far from Imperious. Is he going to walk away with the event? like he's been doing so far through qualifying and so far through points rounds. This is it, ladies and gentlemen. This is the last round of finals, and it's going to be decided here. The winner of this takes it all. It's going to be Imperious, looking to take it all right now through the top section of our track. Leadfinger's tailing behind, trying to knock off that dust from Citrus Springs, where he got to do some real-life spec drone racing. And the size from Leadfingers as Imperious moves on through the track in the lead, through the flag forest, and he's got it in the bag if he can just hang on to this last portion of the track. Lap number 3, the final lap, into the top portion of our double gate. Leadfingers on the backside of that mirror portion of our track is it's going to be Imperious making the dunk and taking the win. Woo! Imperious with a 140.9.
Whoa.
Saving the best
Yeah,
for
you
last.
almost got it, Led.
Almost got it. Yeah, I no shot. Dude, I could grind for a week and not hit a 140.
Oh my goodness.
I mean the backflip into that.
Oh yeah, dude,
the
I was
end
trying.
gate. That was super
I
close.
almost picked up the back
You
foot.
added to the sim after you finish the ability to keep flying and break through it.
All right.
Awesome.
I got to hop
racing,
off, guys. That was awesome.
That was
That
great
was awesome.
racing. Let's go ahead and officially announce our winners here. One moment.
All right. I got to run, boys. Peace out. Good racing,
Thank you
See you
so
everybody.
much,
later.
Led.
Have a good one, Led.
Alright, and that is going to end it for this event. Your winner going to be Imperious FPV. Leadfingers taking second place. 3080 bot jumping on just recently. Just recently started racing and already securing himself a podium with third place here at Street League Racing. So thank you so much to all of our viewers for joining. Thank you for our sponsors for making sure that we can keep doing what we love doing, and that is drone racing. If you're interested in getting into this, go ahead and jump on the Street League Drone Racing Discord. We have a Discord, a Facebook. We've got an awesome community overall, and you can find more information on where we're doing these awesome races at those locations. So thank you again for joining, and thank you to our pilots for competing. You guys did absolutely awesome, and I can't wait to see you guys keep working and show up next time, and we'll see how things shake up. So that's going to be it for our live stream. Thanks so much for joining, and I'll see you next time.